Now we are going to learn about Millikan's oil drop experiment. The purpose of conducting the experiment is to find out the charge of the electron. Here the charge of the electron that could be determined by Millikan's oil drop experiment. So here I have drawn the diagram of the apparatus which was used by Millikan. Here with the help of apparatus alone we are going to find out the charge of the electron. Charge of the electron value is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. That value was first found by Millikan. For that purpose, he had designed this apparatus. Now we are going to describe how the apparatus is being constructed. Look at that. Here, the apparatus that consists of two horizontal circular metal plates. Look at here, two horizontal circular metal plates are there. The upper plate is named as A and the lower plate is named as B. The diameter of each plate is around 20 centimeter. These two plates are separated by a small distance of 1.5 centimeter. The distance between these two plates is 1.5 centimeter. These two parallel plates are enclosed in a chamber. Okay, these two plates are kept within the chamber. And here the walls, they are all made up of glass. Okay, glass walls are there, only then we are able to see what is kept inside. And then in between the two plates, very high potential difference is maintained. Around 10,000 volt is maintained here, that is written as 10 kilovolt. In between the two plates, very strong electric field is acting, and it is acting from upper plate to lower plate. The electric lines of force, they start their journey from positive plate to negative plate. The upper plate is connected with positive end of the power supply. The lower end is connected with the negative end of the power supply. A small hole is made here at the top of the top plate in the middle. There you can see a small hole at the center of the upper plate A. And here this portion is called atomizer. Here the glycerin oil, nuclear glycerin oil that can be sprayed with the help of the atomizer. Glycerin is a kind of highly viscous non-volatile liquid. Highly viscous non-volatile liquid. You can choose any one of them, but here specifically glycerin is used. The glycerin that could be sprayed here, the sprayed glycerin oil drops, they will fall downwards. It's clear, they will be descending down and they will be passing through the hole. So when the oil drop, when it is reaching the gap between the two plates, here what happens, no, that oil drop, clear, that one will be traveling through this and you can view the movement of the oil drop. Are you clear? So for spraying purpose the atomizer is used. Here the thing is, first initially the oil drop, that one will be descending due to gravity. So clear, that one will be acting as a free falling body and that one will be moving through the hole and you can view the movement of the oil drop. Here with the help of the X-rays, the X-rays is clear, that fluorescent color line is there, no, they are all showing the passage of the X-rays. When X-rays are allowed to pass through the chamber, the air is ionized. Due to ionization, few electrons they will be emitted. They are ejecting out from the atom, and the ejected out electron, they will be sticking on the oil drop. So therefore the oil drop and electron, this combination, that one will form a charged oil drop. So when electrons are removed from the atom, the removed electron, they will stick on the oil drop. Therefore the oil drop, they will acquire the negative charge. Are you clear? So few oil drop in the chamber can acquire electric charge, that is negative charge, because of the friction with air or passage of X-rays in between the parallel plates. Due to friction or due to the passage of X-rays, these oil drop, they will acquire negative charge. And then here one light source is there. With the help of the light source, we are able to illuminate the region between the two plates. We are able to see what is happening here. You can view the charged oil drop, the movement of the charged oil drop. Are you clear? And that light is allowed to pass through the gap, that is traveling in the horizontal direction. And then with the help of microscope, we are able to view the movement of the oil drop, and you can see the movement of the oil drop also. And another thing is, after observing the movement of the oil drop, certain mathematical analysis to be followed. With the help of the mathematical analysis, we are able to find out the charge of the oil drop. Finally, we have to learn what is the principle of the experiment. Okay, here two plates, they are connected with the power supply, high voltage power supply. Therefore, high is clear, electric field is clear maintained between the two plates. By adjusting the electric field suitably, look at that very important sentence. By adjusting the electric field suitably, the motion of the oil drop inside the chamber can be controlled. The motion of the oil drop clear within the plates, that can be controlled, that is, it can be made to move up and down, clear up or down, or even kept balanced in the field view for sufficiently long time. Or are you clear? It can be moved up and down, or it can be made to be static with the help of the influence of the electric field. So by that time we are able to observe the movement of the oil drop. So that is the basic principle behind the function of the Millikan's oil drop experiment. Clear? So this is the schematic diagram, and we have seen all the parts of the Millikan's oil drop experiment. This one was used by Millikan to find out the charge of the electron. Later we will see the mathematical steps, derivation steps to find out the charge of the electron. Okay.
A schematic of his experiment is shown here. It has an X-ray source placed over here and a high DC voltage source over here, capable of providing potential difference ranging up to 10,000 volts. Over here is an atomizer for spraying oil into tiny droplets, and a telescope over here to view the oil drop. Now let us see what we have inside this container. There are two plates over here. The oil is sprayed on the top like this. The top plate has a small hole over here. This hole allows the oil drop to enter this region between the two plates. The top plate is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. The X-ray comes from here and ionizes the gas that is present over here, which in turn charges the oil drop that enter in this region. Now at first the voltage is turned off between the plates. We watch the motion of the falling drop. First it accelerates because of the gravitational force Fg, and then due to viscous force Fv, a steady velocity is reached due to the air.
Now we are going to derive the expression for the radius of the oil drop. While deriving the expression of the radius of the oil drop, the motion of the oil drop under the influence of the gravity alone must be considered. Electric field must be switched on. Here on the oil drop, three forces are going to act. How many forces? Three forces are going to act. We will see them one by one. Here, first I will draw the oil drop. The radius of the oil drop must be taken as A. The radius of the oil drop is taken as A. Usually the oil drop, that one will be spherical in nature. So here on the oil drop, the gravitational force is acting. The gravitational force can be written as Fg, and its expression is m into g. Here we have to replace the term m. Here the density of the oil drop must be taken as rho, and the density of the air must be taken as sigma. The expression for m to be derived, we know very well that density is equal to, density of the oil drop is equal to mass of the oil drop divided by volume of the oil drop. So rho is equal to m divided by, since it is spherical in shape, 4 pi 3 pi a cube. Is it clear? This is the expression to calculate the volume. So from this we are able to get the expression for m. M is equal to 4 pi 3 pi a rho g. So this is the expression for mass. Now in this gravitational force expression, I am going to replace the term m. Instead of that, we can write it as 4 pi 3 pi a cube rho g can be written. So this is appropriate expression for the gravitational force. Here this is the downward force. It is acting on the oil drop. When it is descending down, what will happen now? Here there will be a spherical air layer is there. Are you clear? When it is descending down, here that air portion, this one will oppose the movement of the oil drop. This air is going to be replaced by the oil drop. When it is descending down, the equal volume of the air is going to be displaced. Therefore, the air will apply a upward force. This is called upthrust. This upthrust is offered by, upward force is offered by, upthrust is acting on the oil drop, that is due to air. Are you clear? Air density must be taken as sigma. The upthrust can be written as 4 pi 3 pi a cube sigma g. So this is the expression for upthrust. Now how many forces are acting? One is gravitational force acting towards downward direction. Upthrust is acting on the oil drop due to air. Its expression is 4 pi 3 pi a cube. When the two forces are acting, what will happen now? At a particular point of time, the oil drop, it will attain a constant velocity. It will attain a constant velocity, and one more force also it will start to act on the oil drop, that is called viscous force. That viscous force, it also acts on the oil drop. Due to viscous force, the oil drop, it will attain a constant velocity called, what is this? Terminal velocity. Very important one. Are you clear? The terminal velocity is mentioned by the letter V. It's a constant velocity attained by the oil drop. So how many forces are there totally? One is gravitational force, the next one is upthrust, the third force is viscous force. Are you clear? That viscous force is acting on the oil drop towards upward direction. That viscous force, it is acting in the upward direction. Are you clear? That viscous force expression is already given here. That one was given by Stokes. That viscous force expression is 6 pi a eta v. So totally, I will summarize all the forces acting on the oil drop. Gravitational force, upthrust due to air, upthrust due to air is acting in the upward direction. Viscous force is also due to air. This is also due to air. Are you clear? So because of that, because of all the forces, that oil drop, it will be descending down towards downward direction with a constant velocity called, what is this? Terminal velocity. Here, this formula was given by Stokes. 6 pi a eta v is the expression called Stokes formula. So we will summarize all the forces one by one. Fg, what is Fg? Gravitational force. This is a downward force. Two more upward forces are acting. One is called, what is this? Fb. This upthrust can be called as buoyant force. Therefore it can be called as Fb. And one more force is called viscous force. Now I will write the expression now. Here Fg can be written as 4 pi 3 pi a cube rho g is equal to 4 pi 3 pi a cube sigma g plus 6 pi a eta v is the expression. Are you clear? The next step, bring this factor in this side, 4 pi 3 pi a cube, and so clear, minus rho g minus 4 pi 3 pi a cube sigma g is equal to 6 pi a eta v. 4 pi 3 pi a cube g, exactly, they are all common factors. Rho minus sigma, that could be written within the bracket. 6 pi a eta v can be written on the other side. Now we can cancel this a cube and it can be written as square. One a can be cancelled. Pi can be cancelled. So clear. Keep a cube, a square in one side. A square is equal to 6 eta v divided by this 3 can be cross multiplied. Are you clear? 4 can be brought down. What are the remaining factors? 4g rho minus sigma can be written like this. So after multiplication you will get 18 divided by 4 and then eta v in the down is equal to g is there, rho minus sigma can be written. We need a, so therefore take square root on both sides. You will get, cancel first, you will get 9 by 2. A is equal to 9 by 2 eta V divided by 2G rho minus sigma. Clear? After that, take square root. You will get the expression for A. So this is called as expression for the radius of the oil drop. This expression of the radius of the oil drop, that should be substituted in the next derivation. So while deriving this expression of the oil drop, electric field must be switched off. Everything is basically based on only due to the gravitational force. Okay. Now we are going to derive the expression for the charge of the electron. Here the charge of the oil drop, that is to be found by following derivation. Now the electric field must be switched on. While deriving this, we have to assume that the electric field is switched on here. Look at the diagram. Now we have to concentrate only this region of the apparatus. Here two circular plates are there, already I have explained. From the atomizer, the oil drops, they are sprayed, and the oil drop, they are descending down towards downward direction. When the oil drop, when they are reaching the space, we have to assume any one of the, you have to focus on the any one of the oil drops. Here you have to view the any one of the oil drops through the microscope. Here the movement of the oil drop, that can be seen with the help of the microscope. Here, as soon as the electric field is switched on, what will happen? Across the two plates, here across the two plates, very high voltage is supplied. The voltage which is supplied across the two plates, that should be taken as V. Okay, that high voltage must be taken as V, and the distance between the two plates is taken as D. Here very strong electric field is set up here. The electric lines of force, they are starting their journey from positive plate to negative plate. Here the drop, already it is experiencing the gravitational force. Here I have drawn the free body diagram. With the help of the free body diagram, we can write the next successive equations. Here the oil drop, that is experiencing a downward gravitational force. When it is descending down, there will be a upward force, upthrust, that one is offered by the air. So FB is nothing but upthrust, Fg is the gravitational force acting on the oil drop. Here what will happen now? The positively charged plate, that one will apply a upward force, that is called electric force. That electric force can be called as, what is this? Fe. Electric force can be called as Fe. Is clear? That is acting in the upward direction. Here the oil drop, that is charged with the help of the X-rays. When X-rays are made to allowed to pass through this space, all the air ions, is clear, air atoms, they are all ionized. Due to ionization, few electrons are coming out due to ionization. That electron, they will stick on the oil drop. Therefore ordinary oil drop, they will be converted into a charged oil drop. On each oil drop, few electrons may be sticking on that. Due to the sticking of the electrons, the oil drop, that will become a charged oil drop. So they will acquire negative charge. Since they are having negative charge, they will experience a upward electric force. Are you clear? So they will be attracted towards the upward plate. That electric force is called as Fe. Its expression is Eq. Are you clear? Here we are not able to predict how many number of charges are sticking on the oil drop. Therefore Eq must be written. Q is nothing but the total charge that is storing on the charges. Q is nothing but the total amount of charge that is stored or sticking on the oil drop. Therefore the electric force acting on the oil drop, acting towards upward direction, must be taken as Eq. Now with the help of the free body diagram, we can write the equation. Here two forces are acting in the upward direction, one force is acting towards downward direction. Therefore the gravitational force Fg is equal to the upward force due to air, and then that is buoyant force due to air plus electric force. That electric force can be written as Fe, can be written. Now we will write all the equations. Fg is nothing but 4 pi 3 pi a cube rho g. This is the value of the gravitational force. What is Fb? Fb is nothing but buoyant force. Already we have derived this expression, 4 pi 3 pi a cube sigma g. that is the expression of the upthrust, plus electric force acting on the oil drop towards upward direction can be written as EQ. Are you clear? EQ can be written. Now, what's our aim? We are going to get the expression for Q. Are you clear? Bring this factor in this side. 4 pi 3 pi a cube rho minus sigma g. So in that format this one could be written, and then what is the remaining factor? EQ is the remaining factor. Here what is required? QE is required. This Q is clear, that should be separated. EQ is equal to 4 pi 3 pi a cube rho minus sigma g. In that format we can write. So what is required here? Q is required. Q is equal to, what is Q? The net charge stored on the oil drop is nothing but Q. Are you clear? Now 4 pi 3 pi a cube rho minus sigma g. This E can be cross multiplied. What is E? Strength of the electric field. Here already we have derived the expression for the radius of the oil drop. The expression for the radius of the oil drop can be substituted. 4 pi 3 pi rho minus sigma g divided by E. Here instead of A you can substitute the expression of the A, 9 eta V whole divided by 2 rho minus sigma g whole bracket basically must be written. Here power of half is there. Power of half is already there. This one must be clear. The entire factor must be written within cube. Are you clear? So after that what will happen? If these two are multiplied, this one becomes 3 by 2. The whole factor becomes 3 by 2. Are you clear? So this is the final expression. With the help of this we are able to get the charge stored on the oil drop. Here certain factors can be simplified. Okay, rho minus sigma is here. Here rho minus sigma is there. So after simplification, finally you can get the expression for Q. After that, here E, what is E? Electric field strength. The electric field strength can be measured by using this expression. This expression was already taught in the first lesson. Okay, negative potential gradient is nothing but electric field. By calculating the potential difference and distance between the two plates, we are able to get the expression for E. So substitute E. Is it clear? Replace is E by V by D. Okay. So the final expression Q that can be obtained clear in the following expression. So finally you will be getting 18 pi E. What is this? 18 pi E. 18 pi E. Okay. So this one must be simplified. Eta power of cube V cube. Eta power of cube V cube. What is V here? V is nothing but terminal velocity divided by 2 rho minus sigma. 2 rho minus sigma. That should be written. Okay. And then G is there, power of half. G power of half can be written. Are you clear? So by knowing the value of coefficient of viscosity of the oil, terminal velocity, electric field strength, and then density of the air, density of the oil drop G, if everything is substituted, we are able to get the Q value. Q, what is Q? The net charge stored on the oil drop can be measured. Here the thing is, this experiment to be repeated for several times. So clear, Millikan, he repeated the experiment for several times, and the result obtained in each time was tabulated by Millikan. Okay, while comparing the values of Q obtained in each time, he has found that a particular value was the least value. Are you clear? That particular value, least value of Q is called as electron charge. Are you clear? That particular least value must be taken as, least value of Q must be taken as charge of the electron. Are you clear? So the charge of the electron was finally, it is found that 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So the experiment answer, that is electron charge that cannot be found by a single method or single time. Okay, that process that should be done for several time. After repeating the process for several times, each and every time, so he got different values of Q. At one point of time, is clear, he got the least value. From that value, repeated least value, he has found that the Q value, that is charge of the electron, was found at 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So this is the steps which are involved in the derivation of the charge of the electron. May be asked in the essay question. Okay. Look at the final step which is given at the bottom. The least value of Q is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Okay. Look at the final expression Q. So clear. Try to derive as given in the textbook. Okay.